Hello, everyone. It is 2 p.m. on this Lord's Day, and it is time for our daily reading. This has been a wonderful day. I have had opportunity to meet with the brethren up in Iowa. That is, I tuned in this morning, and they were having difficulties. They weren't able to cast their meeting, but they're doing that currently, actually. They started over at 1 p.m. In the meantime, I also was with Wade up in Martinstown, up in North Missouri. We've been over to Esben, Kansas today, and this is wonderful. Bakersfield, California, got a bit of their meeting that they were doing. We could never do this under normal circumstances, and it also gives us perspective to think about all the brethren all around the country, all around the world, who are getting together throughout the course of this day, all the different time zones and everything. This is a marvelous opportunity. So I'm hoping to catch, we were listening to Long Beach's meeting just now, also a little while ago, and out in California, that's where our son Emery is a member. And my father is going to be leading their class later this evening, and so I hope to catch that as well. Many wonderful blessings. I'm glad that we are making good use of all of this. So today we are in the category in the readings. This is the category in the 7 Bible studies called poetry. And so this is the book of Job today, and it's a short reading. That is, we have chapter 25 and we have chapter 26. I see Joshua Fry just tuned in, and hi, Mark Griffin. Wanted to mention Joshua because I don't know if you heard me mentioning Bakersfield's meeting. Thank you for doing that, brothers, and appreciate that. And it's wonderful to be able to have contact with all of these brethren, all in the course of a day, all in the course of a morning, that we could not see every day in person. These are blessings. Let's be thankful for what we have going on. So yes, the category of poetry is our category for today, and so the book of Job is in that category. You might wonder why Psalms is on a different day. We did Psalms yesterday. That's because it gets its own category in this schedule of readings. Although it is poetry, it's in that other category. All right, enough ado. We are going to be reading, starting now at Job 25, verse 1. And I can't resist going in that we hear about a really short guy in this verse. Then Bildad the Shuhite answered and said, Dominion and fear are with God. He makes peace in his high heaven. Is there any number to his armies? Upon whom does his light not arise? How then can man be in the night before God? In the right before God. I'm here by my window, trying to have better light. Sorry. Verse 4 again. How then can man be in the right before God? How can he who is born of woman be pure? Behold, even the moon is not bright, and the stars are not pure in his eyes. How much less man who is a maggot, and the son of man who is a worm? The words of Bildad the Shuhite to Job. Then Job answered, chapter 26, Then Job answered and said, How have you helped him who has no power? How have you saved the arm that has no strength? How have you counseled him who has no wisdom, and plentifully declared sound knowledge? With whose help have you uttered words, and whose breath has come out from you? The dead tremble under the waters and their inhabitants. Sheol is naked before God, and Abaddon has no covering. He stretches out the north over the void. He hangs the earth on nothing. He binds up the waters in his thick clouds, and the cloud is not split open, under them. He covers the face, the full moon, and spreads over it his cloud. He has inscribed a circle on the face of the waters, at the boundary between light and darkness. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astounded at his rebuke. By his power he stilled the sea. By his understanding he shattered Rahab. By his wind the heavens were made fair, and his hand pierced the fleeing serpent. Behold, these are but the outskirts of his ways. And how small a whisper do we hear of him, but the thunder of his power, who can understand? You see my worn out Bible here. Even the pages, the print is fading. It's getting too small for my eyes. I'm trying to be here by the light, working on this situation here. I apologize for some misreads there. But that was Job chapter 25 and chapter 26. And I thank you for joining. Have a pleasant afternoon.